promised relief for cash-strapped New York renters. Governor Cuomo putting pen to paper, extending the pandemic eviction moratorium. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Tamsin Fidel.
I'm Corey Chambers. The governor's action came one day after the legislature passed the extension. Now renters are protected until the end of August. The thing is, the moratorium did expire for a few days, and there are concerns that may have put more people at risk of eviction down the line.
And neighbors coming together tonight in Brooklyn to call for an end to evictions. Pix 11's Jay Dow is live in Crown Heights with more on the story for us. Jay.
Hi, Tamsin. And during that lapse, it was a close call for so many families, including this one. They think that they might still be in danger of eviction. As we understand it, though, they're covered through August.
No eviction! Not today! Not today! Not ever! Not ever!
This is a textbook definition of grassroots support. Dozens of friends and neighbors rallying behind Sharice Terrain on the steps of her family's home of the last 70 years in Crown Heights, Brooklyn.
Fight, fight, fight! Housing is the right!
The Terrain family organized and held Tuesday evening's rally under the presumption they faced eviction after a brief lapse Monday in the statewide moratorium on tenant evictions.
My grandmother, who's 97, she's lived here since 1951 when her and my grandfather purchased the property.
So how did they become tenants now facing eviction? That's a totally separate and important story involving alleged deed theft that Sharice explained to us in great detail, a story we hope to soon explore in greater depth. Sharice says their ordeal began years ago when predatory attorneys conned her 97-year-old grandmother into signing papers that essentially transferred her deed and ownership of the home to another party. It's since been a tooth and nail fight to stay in the home, recently and ironically made easier by the coronavirus pandemic-inspired moratorium on evictions, a moratorium which Governor Andrew Cuomo just extended Tuesday until August.
It's just tragic, you know.
Hal Drellick is a longtime neighbor and a board member of the local community association.
Whoever perpetrated this deed theft believes they own the house or something like that, which is a fraud. It was done fraudulently.
If there is a silver lining in this story, it would appear Governor Cuomo's extension will allow the Terrain family to live to fight another day in court from the building the family has called home since 1951.
People actually coming out of their homes, all races, all ages, you know, all economic backgrounds, and they're coming out here to support my family.
And so a quick explainer on this moratorium. It is not automatic. Renters have to apply and then display a pandemic-related hardship. As for the Terrain family, Sharice's mother and her grandmother, both elderly at this point, too distraught to show up to this rally, but they're going to continue fighting in court. We're live in Brooklyn tonight. Jay Dow, Pix 11 News.
And I look forward to hearing more about her story and what happened to their family in a later date, Jay. Thank you so much for that report.